In the 1890s, James L. Nichols left $10,000 to the City of Naperville to construct the original Nichols Library. Now the building may be taken down and redeveloped. Naperville News 17's Evan Summers has more.
Dubbed Nichols Place, this is one of two potential designs for the redevelopment of the old Nichols Library on Washington Street. Shown for the first time publicly at a community open house hosted by developer Dwight Avram, these designs would entail dismantling the current structure and reusing the facade and front entryway in the final construction.
The redevelopment is probably going to take a lot of inspiration from the current building that's there. We're very cognizant of the facade of the existing library, and we're using that inspiration.
Both designs feature retail, business, and residential areas in a 4-story structure, with an additional basement level for parking.
We believe we will be able to pay as much honor to, I guess, the heritage of that building as we possibly can and still keep an economically viable project.
However, there are some in the community who do not support the dismantling and redesign of the building. A petition on gopetition.com calls on the city to refrain from any demolition or alteration of the building, with hundreds from Naperville and around the country signing on.
My ultimate hope for it is that it's preserved as is in place and that the developer will not dismantle it and build additional stories above it. I really think that is going to ruin the integrity of the building.
The building is currently occupied by Truth Lutheran Church, who purchased it in the 90s, at which time a covenant was placed on the building, aiming to preserve its facade and front entryway. The church has since done many interior updates and added an addition. If Avram, the current owner, proceeds with his construction plans, the Naperville Heritage Society hopes the covenant is kept in mind.
Anything short of that, we believe, would not be in the best interest of the city, and it would not be keeping in mind with the historical and importance of the preservation architecturally and of the story.
Those opposed to the reconstruction are working to get local landmark status for the old Nichols Library, something it does qualify for.
It obviously is older than 50 years old. It was owned by a person of significance in the contribution that James L. Nichols made to the construction of the building, as well as the noteworthiness of its Richardsonian Romanesque architectural style and the fact that it is constructed with limestone that was quarried in Naperville.
The landmark status would need to be approved by the Naperville Historic Preservation Commission. If approved, future construction would also need to receive the Commission's seal of approval. Designs for the development still need to go to the Planning and Zoning Commission and ultimately must be approved by City Council. Reporting for Naperville News 17, I'm Evan Summers.
Wilkins hopes to submit landmark status paperwork this month so the Commission can review it this summer.